today, because most of us just use applications and we already know what the time of salahs are, that the Prophet ﷺ said, show me the homes of those people. He says, one day hamamtu, I got this thought in my mind that I would order someone else to lead salah, and I would gather wood and I would go look for the people that are praying in their homes and burn their homes down. That's pretty intense. So first of all, salah in the jami' for men is something that is required. A person that was blind came to the Prophet ﷺ and tried to get an excuse for praying at home. Eventually Rasulullah ﷺ said, can you hear the adhan? He said, yes. قَالَ إِذًا فَلَبِّي, then answer it. And he's blind. So what excuse do we have? Forget praying in the masjid. Over, they say, close to 90% of the ummah doesn't even pray 5 times salah, let alone pray in the masjid. But the epiphany I had was, recently I made this azima that I will not miss a single salah in the masjid as long as it's within my control. Like if sometimes things are completely out of your control. I found that if you were to really be consistent on 5 times salah in the masjid, the first thing you learn is that you are not the manager of your affairs. Because there's not enough time and hours in the day. Something's bound to take a hit. Either your responsibility with your family or your duties at work, something's gonna take a hit. But the barakah, because you have taken care of Allah's affairs and business, so Allah's gonna take care of yours. And what we forget is all the situations and ahwal and circumstances in your life are actually sent to you and controlled by Allah. And Allah says that وَالْعَمَلُ الصَّالِحُ يَرْفَعُهُ, that good deeds are raised to Allah. What happens when they're raised? If they're good deeds, good situations come down on you. And if they're bad, difficult and tribulating situations are sent down to you. So the epiphany I had was this, that originally how many prayers were ordained for Prophet Muhammad? It wasn't 5, it was 50. And I thought, I'm having a hard time with 5. Imagine if 50 was what, that's about 2 salahs per hour. You're barely gonna get an hour's worth of sleep. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows our weakness of iman and yaqeen. So what does He do? He's always, if you notice in the Quran, He links salah to what? To rizq. He'll say, وَأْمُرْ أَهْلَكَ بِالصَّلَاةِ, command your family, your own family with salah. وَاصْطَبِرْ عَلَيْهَا, heavier than wasbir. اصْطَبِرْ عَلَيْهَا لَا نَسْأَلُكَ رِزْقًا. This is the plural jalala. This is the sort of, when Allah swears with nahnu, it's the royal sort of qasam. He says, nahnu, and you have no doubt, نَرْزُقُكَ. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ, always rizq is related to God consciousness, taqwa. In another place, the greatest ayah of Nur that talks